He returned.
And that's it, guys. I have two more clips to play you, but before I play you them and we react to it, I just think it's important. I think it's important because we do have a lot of folks out there that are getting paid off continuously dividing you. They're getting paid to continuously feed you a lot of nonsense that you aren't responsible for the decisions you make. We have folks who are, they're running on this abortion issue, and you heard all the nonsense. You heard so much nonsense about I think they called it reproductive rights or something like that, and you heard a lot of nonsense with the storm in the Capitol and how that was his fault. And I got to tell you, and I'll probably do it deeper. I have to do a separate episode talking about this, but I teach kids from K through 5. It's a brand new startup school, and one of the things about the school that I teach at is we really monitor the reading levels of the young kids, and we see how bad things are in regards to reading levels, not just in our school but around the surrounding counties. The school was started so we can engage kids in learning by using creativity and make it so they want to learn, make it so that they're excited about reading. One of the things that as we talk to some of our donors and, we kind of, I'd say, pitch or get them to donate to the school, one of the things that we substitute, instead of calling it ROI, we say the ROI for our school is the fact that kids are going to be on higher reading levels, and they're going to be more reliable for jobs, more dependable for work, more dependable people when it comes to work, and more qualified candidates that you'll be getting because they're a CCE graduate and not a graduate of other public schools, where if you look at those numbers, it'll bring tears to you. That's a real reason to cry. Jimmy Kimmel's crying about, the election, but a real reason to actually get emotional and get teary-eyed is when you look at the reading levels of young kids, not just out here in Palm Beach County, but all across America. How we have gotten away from really teaching kids how to pick up a book, read it, interpret it, have their own opinion about it, and figure out what the best option is for them, and really be critical thinkers. That would be a reason to cry. All right, that's actually a reason to cry. But when I see a Megyn Kelly, who was with Fox, and the platform that she has now, and she has her own podcast, has built up her own platform, and then you hear the story that she's actually reporting on with JD Vance, it gives me personally, and hopefully it's doing the same for you, but me personally, I get left with the feeling of hope. I get left with the feeling of, man, if those two can do it, if those two can do it, me, myself, as a current author of 5 books, I'll show you 3. Show you 3 right here. By the way, go get them. MakeYourMove.com, MakeYamove.com. I gotta do a plug. If they can do it with their intellectual property, they can sit down, look at a laptop, have a laptop like this, create their own platforms the same way they can do it. There's no reason why you can't do it. That should be the feeling that we have moving forward. Do not listen to these pessimists who are on national TV, feeding you a lot of divisive language and, giving you excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse to not take responsibility for your own shit, for your own life, to take some damn accountability for what it is you do. Again, I've said it over and over. What's going on in your house should be more important than what's going on in the damn White House. So I'll play you these last 2 clips that should inspire you to do great things, and then I'll officially close you out.
Don't say this in a sycophantic way. I don't have a girl crush on JD Vance. I love only one man, and that's my husband. But JD Vance is a beautiful person. That's my biggest takeaway, was this is a beautiful man. He has been through a lot and has overcome and has managed to stay within his own soul, solid, spiritual, connected to his family, very aware of his own failings and the dangers to him, given his upbringing, loves his wife, his family, all of his family, his nuclear family, and the children he has, of course, with Usha. And I'm rooting for that guy to succeed. I don't really care if it's as vice president or a senator or just as a human. The more you learn about him, I think, the more you like him. Now, I don't know. He's certainly more qualified to be.
You see my point? the human being, the human being. And the takeaway from that, the thing that we all have to really come to the conclusion with is, regardless of your title, regardless of your politics, regardless of anything like that, all right, you should be more so about connecting with quality human beings, connecting with people who want to do some good in this world, and not being around folks, again, like I played you earlier, who have such a divisive tone to everything